Bravoland Uncorked.
Hello, TGIF. Welcome back to another episode of Bravoland Uncorked. You know the drill.
Brianna, Angela, Sherry, Tori.
Maybe they don't. So today we're going to discuss In the City. Can we just talk about his Gallon? Who's that?
New character.
New cast member. Yeah. Is Gavin the villain of the week for In the City? I mean, not only did he help ruin Yvonne and Nick's wedding, not
Civil ceremony,
dinner, he also kind of just threw a wrench in the whole y'all, can somebody else speak for me?
Pre-game Thanksgiving dinner. So
And I slept 11 hours.
nobody seemed to notice, but we did.
All right, so let's get into it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So for somebody, like you said, who doesn't have a relationship, certainly has a lot of opinions about one.
On everyone's relationship. And from what I can understand, what Kenny told us, his longest relationship was only like 4 months. Like dead ass. And he said they're all toxic as shit and they just fight constantly. So I'm like, what advice do you have, Gavin?
Right.
With your successful relationship past?
He has a lot of opinions and a lot of questions and a lot of prying, I would say.
I can't tell with him, is this really his personality or is he doing it for the show?
I was wondering.
Is he trying to become more integral, is he playing the game? Or is this really who he is? And I don't know.
I can't figure that out either. And what's funny is like him and Lindsey get along so well, but like she's a little shit stirrer too. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe they both are just the shit stirring type. And wouldn't that be funny if Gavin and Lindsey got together?
So I felt like he was flirting with her.
I know, he's always holding her hand. And she like sat at the bar. She was like, he's always trying to get me to touch his dick. What the fuck?
Right. I don't think they would make a good couple.
I don't think they would
personally, but yeah, I mean, for Kenny to be his best friend and him kind of poo-pooing on Whitney and him and trying to find some sort of issue with that one after she's moved all the way across.
Yeah.
I mean, that poor girl, I feel like she's getting looked at left and right. And then he doesn't have a lot of opinions as much about Kyle and Amanda, though. Did he have anything to say about them?
No, but Kenny sure does. And Andrea sure does for sure. And Lindsey definitely does.
Yeah.
So they all have opinions about Kyle and Amanda. I've really felt bad for Kyle in this episode, the newest one, because boy, now, like knowing what we know now, watching that and everyone just attack him and attack him and attack him. Like, why are you going out? Why didn't you tell Amanda you got 14 new DJ gigs? What are your new manager, blah, blah. And
Well, he wasn't, we look back into the past of Summer City, he wasn't really telling her what he was doing back then either.
yeah, I know. I'm like, 10 years later, he's still not telling her what he's doing.
Not living together, so I think he might get a little pass on that because she does not seem to be really participating in this marriage. Well, and hesitated because I was like, what do we call this?
Yeah.
But I don't know if y'all picked up on the fact that that whole gig was going to be 14 shows within, I think, 3-month time span, and he was going to make $250,000. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah.
When his producer said that?
Yeah.
So obviously he's like, I've got to do something to make money for myself. So I thought,
Yeah, because Loverboy's kind of tanking right now and where he's at, and he's looking for investors. He's trying to save it, but like, he's not getting a paycheck. So like, how is he supposed to pay rent? How is he supposed to live his life without these DJs?
But we already know from 2 episodes ago that Amanda does not care about his.
No.
I mean, she wants the money and she can spend the money, but she doesn't care to have any conversations about it or where it comes from.
Right.
yeah, I think her title when it comes up, whatever that thing is that they call it,
Creative director.
and Steven was like, creative director of what? And I'm like, we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's interesting to go to the then and now of Kyle and Amanda. I know we kind of jumped with them, but going back to Danielle and Lindsey, like let's talk about them for a little bit.
Yeah,
Then
so-
Lindsey.
Yeah, they were thick as thieves on Summer House for, I mean, years and
Right.
years and years and years. And the last season that Lindsey was on, that's when they had their big falling out because she was being very judgmental about her pregnancy.
You mean Danielle?
And yeah, Danielle was being very judgmental towards Lindsey about her pregnancy, single momming it up, even though she was still in a relationship and all that stuff. But then when you get to the city, she has like a whole new laundry list of things that she's mad at her about. And she's like, wait, I thought we like covered half of these things like 10 years ago. Why are we still talking about this? I just think Lindsey's holding a grudge and really trying to attack Danielle's relationship. And Danielle is trying so hard just to like save face and also protect her relationship. She's so happy right now. They're just missing each other on every point.
I always felt like Danielle was more of Lindsey's sidekick all through Summer House than anything else. And now, and I know the account queens of Bravo will hate this because they're big Danielle fans. I really just didn't see her bringing a lot. But now in the city, she's like definitely her own person and a new character.
1,000%.
And does that have something to do with why Lindsey's having some issues?
Well, I thought it was a very aggressive. I mean, you could see how much emotion in that dinner when she was like, "That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you have a problem with." It even gives me chills just to think about it. Yeah. Like she was like points at her, and you could just see the anger in her face.
Yeah, like seething. She was ready to fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I have chills all over my body just thinking about it because I mean, I could imagine like and they already have a tense thing anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like having somebody that you already have tension with and being that, severe.
Well, I mean, she was like, why the fuck is he on the show then if he's not going to talk about his relationship, honestly? And Danielle was like, oh, that's it. And I'm like, she has a point, Danielle. You can't be on a reality TV show and be very cryptic with the details of your ex relationship.
Right.
And what that reminded me of was Real Housewives of Rhode Island reunion with the guys. When, is it Brian?
Yes.
Brian. Oh, well, I can't talk about that.
Right.
I signed an NDA.
Which, by the way, has been debunked, I'm pretty sure.
That's just ridiculous. Like, okay, well then, don't be on the show.
Well, isn't that what Gary said? He's like, then why are you here?
Yes.
Well, but also,
Let's go, Gary.
And I love that Andy Cohen, like, sorry, this has nothing to do with this, but
it's okay.
How he went around and he was like, would any of you actively in an affair come on a reality TV show? Like, hello? Did you not think that was going to come out?
Correct.
Like, delusional. But anyways, back to the city.
What did y'all think about? I will be honest. I loved that venue. I thought that draped
was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And then all the glasses and candles.
And the meal was like
so
exquisite. How much do you think that dinner cost?
Oh, I was thinking about that. I looked up that restaurant afterwards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Because I'd never heard it. I mean, it's been a long time since I lived there. But yeah, it's like, what's it called? Gastronomy?
Yeah.
Type meal, but it was Indian. Very interesting.
So what do you think, knowing that your history with New York, what would you think a private dinner like that would cost?
Well, and I'm wondering if they paid someone else to decorate it.
Don't you think the room looks like that all the time?
I wasn't sure.
Well, I wasn't sure if maybe she took charge of decorating it because that was her past career.
Yeah, she was really good
too. But definitely 10 grand.
I was gonna say at least 10, if not more.
Yeah, I would be pissed too if I spent 5 digits on a dinner for all my friends and like nobody is celebrating us and everybody's arguing.
Everyone's arguing about everything else. And you literally, I feel so bad for her. She said it so many times. She was like, can we like bring it back to me and Nick now? Like we did just get married. Like, can we bring it back to us? Does anyone even care that we're here? Like
he even said that. He was like, my bride is in the bathroom crying her eyes out right now. Like,
it was so bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible. I would be so upset if I was them too. And I do think they had every right to kind of be like, hey, this is about us. But I think that once she realized that Lindsey wasn't going to step up and be like, hey guys, this is about them.
And she was the one, Lindsey was the witness at the
civil ceremony.
Yeah.
So for then her to, hijack, I don't know if that's a little aggressive of a word, but pretty much she did.
Totally.
There's definitely people there that are like, well, the cameras are here. I'm going in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gavin.
Yeah.
That's true. And I wonder if maybe that's why because I feel like they handled it pretty well considering.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they handled it okay, is they knew that there's got to be some sort of, debacle to make it interesting. But either way, I still would have been upset. And again, Gavin was the instigator.
And Danielle tried to call him out.
She's the only one. And it just got mulled over. Like, why is not anybody else being like, can you just shut up?
Well, that was right when Yvonne looks at her and was like, yeah, well, why are you wearing white to my wedding or whatever? Or like the girl in white.
You talking about me, bitch?
Right. And she was like, I fucking texted you a picture of this dress and asked if it was okay. And you said it looks stunning.
So crazy.
And
it's a pretty dress.
It really was. It was gorgeous.
Yeah. And I do see how like it could look a little bit white.
Of course.
Yeah. But
don't you love how they put up the fabric swatch later? They called like what the exact color.
Oh my God. I was laughing.
And blush.
Yeah. I think it was right after that episode, Danielle on Instagram posted like 10 pictures saying like, you know, I love you guys, congrats. And it was like pictures from that night, picture of her in the dress, and a picture of the text where she sent the dress to her approval.
Let's keep that at the end of this carousel.
She's sure this is.
Yeah. She's got receipts.
Yeah.
She's got receipts.
Yeah, the sandwich effect. Start with something positive, and then you blast, and then you go back to something positive.
That's correct. Well, Lindsey was definitely aggressive at the dinner. I definitely feel like hijacked is probably the only word I can come up with too. And then I found it very odd at the very end that her and Kenny, who I have enjoyed Kenny on in the city because he's kind of leveling her a little bit and challenging her, which I do like because I do feel like a lot of people acquiesce to her.
Yeah, don't call her out.
Right. But I thought it was very interesting that they decided to plan a trip, and she says to Whitney something about like inviting her or whatever. I didn't quite catch it and I didn't rewind it, but I felt like, oh, you can come too? Like, that's Kenny's girlfriend.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Yeah, it's a couple's trip.
It was very odd to me. Did anybody else pick up on that?
I didn't see it, but I only watched the episode one time because we were a little busy this week. We had an event. But yeah, I only got to watch it once. I will be going back and watching it again, and I will pay attention to that next time.
But I do agree. I think that Yvonne was like, really? Yeah. Now you're doing like an invite?
In the newest episode, Yvonne was going to rip Lindsey's face off when they were trying to do the makeup conversation because they didn't speak the entire week leading up to the trip or whatever.
Was it a makeup?
Well, let's discuss.
It wasn't. Yeah. I don't feel like anything got resolved, but she kept calling it her civil ceremony, and she was like, it was my wedding.
But
it was my wedding.
Yvonne and Lindsey have been friends for how long?
Like 15 years. Like best friends for like 15 years.
Yes, like the longest history of those, like for her Lindsey's friendships or whatever. Right?
Yeah, I think her PR firm represented Yvonne's event company.
That's
how they met.
Did she visit the summer house?
Yes, a couple times.
Yeah, but she was never like
friend
okay.
up.
But you know, that's interesting. Because you know how they say, like in reality TV, if you come in as a married couple, reality may not break your relationship, but if there's already cracks there, they're going to see them and bring it to the surface. And so that is a risk, like going on with your longtime best friend.
No, you're right.
A similar type of,
Good point.
That's a very good point.
Are there cracks, or, you know, is this going to be too much on their friendship?
Yeah, clearly cracks.
And that's scary. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's cracks. I mean, just the way she was getting mad at her in that grocery store, the bodega or whatever, about the milkman.
Very passionate about that.
Yeah. Like, I thought they were like really going to get into like an ongoing fight over it. Cause I was like, why is she so invested in the milkman?
I do feel like she's trying to put a mirror to Lindsey to be like, you say you want something casual, but I know your heart and you don't want something casual. You want something serious. Is this a guy that you want to be serious with? But instead of saying that, she's just kind of like badgering her.
Yeah. I feel like we're definitely seeing some cracks start to form.
What do we think about the conversation at Friendsgiving where Lindsey flipped the tables on Yvonne and wanted an apology from her from the wedding dinner? That's
I thought that was quite odd.
Narcissism? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's not always about you.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't, because it wasn't your wedding dinner.
Lindsey feels like she runs the roost, and that was seen with like her and Kenny plan the trip. They find the house, and then her and what's the dermatologist's name?
Georgina.
They just decide to like capture the primary because I'm the single.
Oh my God, that whole thing.
Yeah,
terrible. And then even Kenny was trying to be like, whoa. We thought we should give it to
Yvonne and Nick. because they ruined their dinner.
And she's like, no.
And then who was it that said, "Oh, you're pulling the single mom card"?
Whitney. And next episode, I feel like Lindsey's about to eat her ass alive because they haven't gotten that conversation out yet.
And how about when that gets brought up by Lexi in the bathroom, Georgina goes, tell her not to bring that up again this entire trip.
Yeah.
If she knows what's good for her or something like that. So that warning's already been.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she's wrong. And that's why I've enjoyed Kenny, because he is somebody that's able to balance that scale a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate it. But that dinner, cold dinner, was interesting.
And really quick to the whole like picking the room thing. I mean, thinking about it in the past, what trip on a Real Housewives has there not been an argument over the rooms? And like sometimes they all race and try to get them, and people get pissed. And then there's who was it? Was it Cynthia Bailey one time that did one? And she went they drew numbers, and people were still pissed. Yes. And then they tried another thing where it was like, you know, answer a question. I mean, they've tried all of these things. No one ever is going to get fucking pissed about these damn rooms.
That is why when we go to Fan Fest in Charleston, we're staying in a hotel.
Right?
We're getting a house with the other people that were going.
No, she's going with her cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But remind me also, if we're talking about then and now, did Kyle, I mean, they all paid for the house. So did Kyle and Amanda always have the master, or was that only until they got married in all the past seasons?
I think when they got married, they started getting it.
I feel like Kyle
they had it early on.
I feel like
they did in the first season because she was the booty call.
Right.
So that's for sure.
Right.
But then I think they had it.
Yeah, I think because they were the main characters. You know what I mean? I think they always had the master.
They were the only couple.
Yeah, for the longest time on Summer House.
So grandfather did.
Yeah.
And they got married and whatever.
Well, now they get the kids' room with 2 full-size beds.
Well, and so I'm glad you said that, because it's very interesting about Amanda when they have to go to like the confessional, you'll call it, or whatever. And she's talking about it. She's like, I've been married to this man for 4 years, and I've been with him for 8, and we are sleeping in the same room with twin beds. I'm like,
you're separated. You don't even like him.
You don't live in the same household.
Right?
Also, you don't have sex with him.
Yeah.
So, did they consummate their marriage? How?
Ooh, that's a good question, because Kyle talks about how they haven't had sex since they got married.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that was the one and done. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was interesting too from her, because I was like, she does not cease to amaze me when the words come out of her mouth.
Yeah. Same. She's so gross.
Was that before or after the cold dinner? Not a freedom dinner this time.
Right.
It was a cold dinner.
It was a cold catered dinner. It was like, who catered this cold ass dinner? Like, what kind of catering companies? Right.
Oh, they were too busy all fighting.
Yeah. They were fighting.
And chasing rooms.
Kyle and Amanda didn't disappoint again, which I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I just don't think he needed to tell her.
No, and I think she's delusional. I really do.
Yeah,
like,
no, 1,000%.
One day, it's to your point of, is Gavin trying to create a character or whatever, and is she just trying to stay relevant? She says one thing to them, and then she gets mad at him about it. But I'm like, well, you moved out. I mean, like, it doesn't sync. Not like the timeline of you and West.
Right. I was gonna say, because according to some timelines that have been presented out there, this is the time where she's supposed to be hanging out with West and getting into that whole situation. Bless you. So I find it very interesting how she's moving in all of these episodes, because what we know now, she ain't being faithful.
And wasn't it weird when Wes snuck in and slept in that double bed with her?
The twin sides. And Kyle just rolled over and fixed the wall.
Right.
Next week on, right?
Let's navigate through this issue.
That's so funny. Well, it'll be interesting to see the season finale.
And so far, what do we think? Do we like In the City?
I think it's great.
In addition to the Bravo roster.
I like it.
I like it.
I do too. I like some of the different people. I like that it's like their lives, and it's not just like cut away from reality.
Yeah,
in
like
the
where they're
summer.
just
So
like getting
I
black.
do like it. I was thinking that remember early on we were talking about how we thought it might replace Summer House, but now we're hearing that Summer House is returning. So
yeah, they filmed this past weekend.
So now it's a double franchise, I guess.
And some of the Southern Charm people were apparently there.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, that's cool.
Poor Sally.
Poor Sally.
She gets a bad.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you hear where she was like, maybe we should go out with, didn't she say West and Sally? Dinner or something?
Yeah.
So that's coming or whatever. But anyway, till next week, right?
Yes. Yes.
We'll find out if anybody calls out Gavin, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That'll be interesting next week to continue the pre-Friendsgiving dinner before the actual Friendsgiving dinner, because we need a post-Friendsgiving dinner.
At the reunion.
Yes. Yes. That's what we'll call the reunion.
Friendsgiving dinner. Can we get hot food maybe? I mean, just wondering.
Maybe for the reunion, Andy will set up a table again and be like, apparently a lot happens around the table.
That's a great idea.
That is really funny.
Good setup.
Yeah. Andy Cohen, if you're listening, that's what we think you should do.
So I have a cheers.
Yeah, it's time.
For cheers to everyone who came out and supported us last night at our first live event at Mazzy's for Bravo Trivia in a live watch session. It was a lot of fun and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Cheers. And look for us next month, August 11th. We'll see you later, alligator.